This is a podcast for women who are building a life that they never seen before, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and also financially. If you're new here, my name is Anel, and today we're going to talk about relationships, boundaries, and how to be in a relationship without losing yourself while still achieving your goals and attracting people that you actually want in your life. Because somewhere along the way, women were taught that if you want love, you need to be softer, quieter, less ambitious, less focused. And if you want success, you need to be alone. And that is not true. Who in the world even made that up? Like, and the fact that women listen to it and, you know, the stereotype of what a relationship should look like if you want love, that's the main reason why a lot of people are stuck. But I'm gonna be very clear today. You don't have to choose between love and your future. Let's start with the lie. A lot of women believe that, you know, relationships slow them down, and that once you're in love, your goals get pushed back and put on a back burner. And honestly, for some women, that has been their experience. But that's not because the relationships are the problem. It's because the misaligned relationships are the problem. When you're with someone who doesn't know who they are, where they're going, or what they want, they will unconsciously pull you off track. They'll like need more access to you, like they always want you around, like they want you over every single day, more reassurance and more time and more emotional labor, and eventually you'll start to shrink. Boundaries get a bad reputation. People hear the word boundaries and think cold, guarded, difficult, selfish, but boundaries are none of those things. Boundaries are simply clarity. And I think people get that mixed up because a lot of people use the word boundaries too freely. They have boundaries or respect their boundaries, but they don't have clear boundaries. Like, they don't really understand what boundaries really mean. But when people say and have boundaries, they're saying, this is what I value. This is how I operate, and this is what I'm building. When you don't have boundaries, people guess how to treat you. When you do have boundaries, aligned people feel safe and misaligned people feel uncomfortable. You can be loving and still say no. You can be committed and still protect your time. You can be in a relationship and still be disciplined. A healthy relationship does not require consistent access to you. If someone is like consistently, like, even if it's you, I used to be that type that, oh, I want to see you every single day, or I was with like whoever I was talking to or boyfriend, I was with them like basically every day, like my whole life revolved around them. And if someone has access to you like that, that's not healthy. That's not a healthy relationship, because that means that your goals are getting pushed back. The main purpose of your life is getting pushed back because you're just stuck and you're just not in a aligned relationship. And it took me a minute to even realize that. I never even knew that until like I was studying how to, you know, attract people that I want and stop. Because I get a lot of people that are like, have the old habits that I used to have and stuff like that. And I just don't like attracting those people. So that's when I found that out. But yeah, a healthy relationship doesn't require consistent access to you. You don't need to text all day to be connected. You don't need to sacrifice your routines to prove love. You don't need to abandon your goals to keep someone. Like, if you find yourself doing little things like that, baby, those are red flags. Those are red flags that that relationship is not for the good, okay? The right person will understand that your discipline is a part of who you are and not something that they need to compete with. If they're competing with, like, you're just trying to have boundaries and discipline yourself and set goals, and they just feel like, oh, you're doing this, oh, you're doing that, and it's like a competition, they need they need self work, and a lot of times it be us. We need self work. Shoot, I used to be that person, so I can't really say nothing about it. But boundaries are not just about relationships, they're about like protecting your future. When you have boundaries, you're managing your time better, you're protecting your energy, you're staying focused longer. And focus is what separates women who dream from women who build. Relationships that respect your boundaries will actually make your goals easier to reach and not harder. If you feel like you're having a hard time accomplishing a goal while you're in this relationship, hello, hints, red flag, red flag. God throws us those red flags on purpose so we can catch them. But you don't attract aligned people by chasing them. You attract them by becoming aligned yourself. When you're consistent, intentional, and emotionally secure, your energy changes. You stop over explaining, you stop proving, you stop forcing connections. Let me say this clearly. Stop tolerating people who guilt you for, your goals, disrespect your time, need consistent access to you, and feels threatened by your growth. You don't have to shrink to be loved. You don't have to dim your ambition to keep someone. You don't have to choose between love and legacy. A lot of people just don't understand that. And that's why we get wrapped up in being so much there for our partner. I know, for example, since I'm a girl, I know me, I have goals, but I'm the type of person that likes to push other people towards their goals, and I'm literally not even doing my goals because I'm too focused on trying to get them on track. And that's where I fall short in. And I'm still learning, how to let them be them and me focus on me. But that's problems I had in my relationships, or for the ones I know, type of people I used to date. Y'all know, I used to try to change them, make them a better person just because, I got to see a side that no one else seen. And I don't know, I just believe in people so much. Literally, I believe in people so much. They can tell me this is their dream, and I'm real life gonna keep talking about it, keep bringing it up to the point where, you're gonna remember you said that was your dream. And you want people like that around you. You want people that push you closer to your goals, that understand your boundaries, that respect you, that even tell you, hey, you need to set boundaries. Have you ever been in a relationship or had a friend that tell you, hey, girl, you need to, don't just be too goingly. Stop saying yes to people. Just be more reserved a little bit and, put yourself first. I know I have friends that be like, Anel, you being too nice. Why are you paying for that person? You being too nice. And sometimes you need to hear that, because we, like I said last episode, we watched our parents give to the point where giving is just natural. You think it's a good thing to do. And even in the Bible, they talk about giving, but God also talks about self-development, self-love, and becoming the person that He's called us to be. And when you have God in the center of your relationships, and and truly believe and have faith in God to guide you guys through any relationships you have, He will fulfill those if it's needed. If it's needed, He will make sure that everything good will happen, and everything happens for a reason. So if there's relationships that fall out, or it's just not meant to be, it's meant for you to learn those lessons that you were taught during that period of life, and to never go back. Okay, people who consistently wants to hang out with you, or wants to be under you, in your face every single day. You're weird if you don't want to be on FaceTime. You're weird if you don't come to their house and stuff like that. Those are just people who are selfish, honestly. Those are people who seek attention. Those are people who, have, some type of attention seeking, personality, which is okay. A lot of us have it. Honestly, I know when I was a kid, I used to just do little stuff just to make people look at me. Like, probably if a song come on, I'll probably, start dance battling my cousins just to, get attention, shoot, you know. But in the period that I'm in right now, I learned that, like, when you grow as a person, then you will start to attract the people that you actually need in your life. And when it comes to relationships, attracting people that you actually want, you need to be aligned with yourself. You need to be that person that you want. Like, if you want someone that has good financials, that are, wealthy, that are respectful, that are smart, that are intelligent, that are entrepreneurs, that just emotionally stable, things like that, you have to already be that to know what that looks like. You can't tell what that looks like. And you also have to be more grounded. Don't be so easy. Like, a lot of people are so easy with these relationships. They either want friends or they just want boyfriends, or, like, it's okay to have friends. Like, you can take little steps, like literally be their friend for a little bit to see them in each way. A lot of people get in relationships and the relationships end or the friendships end because you never seen that person in each phase of how they can get to know that you can deal with it. Like, how are you going to know if you never dealt with it? I'm just over here rambling, but that's just how I feel. And if you want to attract high value men like me, I want to attract high value men, smart men, men that push me closer to my goals, men that love me for me, spoil me, love my son, really respectful, things like that. You have to already start to become that. You have to start putting yourself in environments where those type of people be. If you're gonna meet someone at the club or something like that, don't expect for them to not always be clubbing. Like, you met them at a club, like, what do you expect? Like, you need to, if you want, like, to meet someone that do things that you like to do, you need to go to places. Like, if you want someone that believes in God, look for a man at church. No disrespect, but you can be friends with someone and slowly get to know them. If you like someone who likes to do sporting events or just events, entrepreneurial events, go to those events and network and meet friends. And that's how you get out there, dibble and dabble. Like, you can get whatever you want, whatever type of man you're dreaming of, or whatever type of man you want, or whatever girl you want too. Like, whatever you want in the world, whatever you want, you can get it. Honestly, you can get it. But like I said, you don't have to shrink yourself to be loved. The right relationship will meet you where you're going and not where you used to be. This is She Built Different. If this episode spoke to you, share this with another woman who is learning how to love without losing herself. And remember, boundaries aren't walls, they're standards. I'll talk to you guys next time, and make sure you comment below how the episode made you guys feel. I would love feedback. If there's more stuff I should have talked about, let me know. I'm not gonna get mad. You can let me know. And if there's stuff that I did talk about that actually made you guys super excited, you can also let me know that as well. With that being said, thank you. See you guys later.